Welcome to another episode of Asia Unscripted. Today is Wednesday, June 24th, 2020, and this is a special home edition. A lot has happened here in Cebu City in the last 24 to 48 hours. So let's start from the beginning. As you know, we got put back on ECQ on June the 16th, and the numbers were still not very good. We were still getting 100 or 200 plus cases per day. So last week, the president of the Philippines, he decided to send some reinforcements down here to see what's going on and how we can fix things. So he sent a former military general. He came down here with some other people and some people at the task force, and they started meeting yesterday, not far from here, a couple blocks from here, at the Seda Hotel. So the meeting went into the night, and then all of a sudden we got a press release that all quarantine passes are canceled as of 10 p.m. last night. That notice came at about 9 p.m. last night. So as you can see, a lot of people were panicking because they thought that meant we were going into a full lockdown where we can't leave our house or our apartment or whatnot. As far as I know, that's not the case as of right now. What they do want us to do, they don't want us to leave our barangay or our neighborhood. So barangay is a neighborhood, pretty much. Every city has at least a few barangays. This is a big city, so there are more barangays. So I'm pretty lucky because here in Cebu Business Park, within my barangay, are two major supermarkets. One's called Rustin's and the other one's called Metro. So I'm lucky being in this barangay. Yesterday, there were rumors of a lockdown and the supermarkets were packed. I was in line for a long time to check out. But I went today, not much of a line. There weren't many people in the supermarkets. So I was reading on Facebook, and apparently if you're outside the barangay, you can't come in here to do your shopping. So that's why there wasn't as many people. They want people to stick around close to home. Now, the problem with the quarantine passes, according to the government, is well, let's back up. Cebu City has a population of about 1 million people. And there were 250,000 of these quarantine passes out there. They didn't have names on them. They didn't have addresses on them. They were just a pretty generic looking quarantine pass. So it's easy to share them with other people. People were selling them. People were borrowing them. People were going all around the city for no good reason. So this retired general, he came down here. He's like, what the heck? Why are all these people out? So they canceled the quarantine passes. They want you to stay in your own barangay. I went to the grocery store just a few hours ago, and it was fine. They're not checking passes. What they will do, they're trying to figure out a new quarantine pass system. And I'm guessing, just a guess, that these new quarantine passes will have people's name and address on them. So when you do go to the grocery store, when you do go somewhere that requires a pass, they'll probably ask for some ID to match to the pass. That's just my guess. I mean, who knows what they'll decide to do. So the good news is Food Panda is still operating. Grab Food is still operating. The restaurants, a lot of them are still open for now. That's part two. So the province of Cebu decided that starting Friday, they're not going to let anyone from Cebu City leave the city into the province. So she gave people 48 hours to decide, are you going to stay in Cebu City or are you going to go back to the province? The problem with that is if enough workers stay in the province, well, maybe these restaurants and these supermarkets won't have enough personnel to stay open. So we'll see what happens with that. I think a lot of these restaurants and supermarkets during the last enhanced quarantine, they hired people from within the city. So I think that will be less of a problem than back in March when we started this enhanced quarantine the first time around. So we'll see what happens Friday. I went to the supermarket. I bought a lot of food, because who knows what they're going to do. Bought a microwave. So I'm doing okay here. But I may be doing these vlogs from home because they don't really want people out unless you have a good reason. So, I did see a couple of police guys walking around. So, it's better to stay home. If I can get out to do videos, I will. But the last video you guys mentioned, there was a lot of wind in my video. And this area that I just moved to seems to be a little bit more windy than in IT Park. So I need to figure out a solution to that before I start walking around again. But besides that, yesterday there was only 30 new cases. Monday it was 37. Sunday it was 48. So it sounds like the number of cases are going down. I hope so. It's either because the ECQ is working or the local government just stopped testing people. I don't know. But hopefully the numbers stay down, and then maybe in July they'll back off a little bit on the lockdown. But yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm not afraid for my safety or anything like that. This is still the better place to be for me than in the States. Everything seems to be out of control in the States, so I'm still happy to be here. The buildings you're looking at, on the left is a condo called Avalon. That was the first condo in this business park. Straight ahead are the two towers of Selenia. So on the left is Tower 2, in the center is Tower 1, on the right is Tower 4, that is being built right now. Well, not during the lockdown, but during normal times. And at the bottom, if you look at the bottom of the screen, that's the future pool area. The construction was stopped for the lockdown. So eventually there's two big pools down. Well, one big pool and one smaller pool. Maybe that's a kiddie pool. And then the big pool. Right now it's just a bunch of green yuck. So hopefully that will be open in a few months once the lockdown ends. The bottom right hand corner is a fitness center, I think. So there'll be a little gym in there and some meeting rooms, so on and so forth. But that's it for now. I wanted to update you guys because a lot of people are panicking, and there's really not a reason to panic right now. There's no lockdown. It's just a little bit of a tightening of the rules a little bit. So it appears that the local government was not enforcing things as much as they should. So now the federal government will hopefully straighten things out. So we'll see. we'll see. There's still people out and about today, so I don't know about that one. Yeah, so I want you guys to be safe out there. There's still problems in my country and in other countries, so be safe. I have almost 1,600 subscribers. I appreciate all of you. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're just checking out this video, at the bottom right-hand corner of this video is a logo of my channel. Click on that. You can subscribe. Click the bell and you'll get notifications for videos. Next time I'll show you guys a little bit of my new apartment. I can't really show it to you this time because it's a little messy. But let me get it cleaned up a little, and then next time around I'll give you a little tour. So that's it for now. So stay safe. And for Asia Unscripted, this is Jason, and I will talk to you guys probably after the weekend or sooner if something major happens here. All right, see you.